All right. And as you can see, we kind of sort of have a theme song now. Yes.
Woo!
Am I right to assume we also claim that we do not own the rights to that music?
We do not own the rights to this music.
But Julia did crush it and reached out to try and make sure that we could at least still use it. And from everything she got in response back, yes, we are able to use that music. So, woo! So, welcome to Embracing the Awkward. I'm Connor,
I'm Julia.
and because we were so delayed in getting out our second episode 4 months late, we decided to get at least one more out. So here is episode 3 within the exact same month. So woo, look at us.
Yeah.
Yay. The topic for this one is going to be girls suck. And as we talked about last episode, I think I'm going to give Julia the reins on this one, and I might just chime in periodically because overall, I think girls are not as terrible as guys.
So not as terrible. Lesser of two evils is still evil. So before I go on my pedestal, you cannot think of a single thing
Well,
that
there's
is
a few
not
things, but
ideal about the way women behave.
yes, but at the same time, I naturally because it's how I roll. I bring it back to it's the guy's fault. Like the guys. We'll get into it, but I'm gonna let you start first.
Okay.
No pressure.
So the number one thing that pisses me off about girls is that we don't use our words. And I am a victim of this. I struggle to communicate and I have to practice my communication on a daily basis. However, um, tell the truth. It's not that hard. So when, no, I'm fine, everything's fine, is the number one lie that women tell. And I know that there's a lot of emotions and feelings that can be present in any given situation. But if we want men to succeed, you got to be a little more transparent, ladies. Like, we're not playing the mind games. You either do or you don't. It's not that hard to pick a place to eat. Like, it's not the end of the world. And I am saying this from a perspective of I do this too. Like, I'm not saying you need to be better because I have it all together. Like,
That was a very good Valley Girl.
I try. I have to work daily to use my words and remind myself, like, is the world gonna die if I pick a place to eat? Like,
Yes.
it's okay. It's okay. Taco Bell, Chipotle, what? It's not. It's okay. I think a big problem that lack of communication causes among women, from women to men, is that if you do or you don't want something, when you don't communicate that clearly, it can make it difficult for guys. But doubting yourself, I feel like there's a seed of insecurity that we water every day when we are afraid to make decisions or say how we feel. Like if someone's, everyone has been at someone's house and your mom tells you you have to be polite even though the food is disgusting. So you just smile and say, oh my gosh, this is so good. But when you don't stand up for yourself and say, no, thank you. I don't want another drink. No, thank you. I'm not giving you my number. No, thank you. Like being able to say no is a huge problem among women, which I think definitely spills over into relationships and communications with guys, that whether it's where you want to go, what you want to eat or do, or um, more personally, as relationships grow, we sell ourselves short because we don't have the guts to say no because we don't want to offend people. We don't want there to be any negative repercussions. We don't want anything bad to happen. So you try to be the cute, sweet, all the ducks in a row, perfect little girl instead of letting your true self happen. Sorry, I don't know how coherent that was.
I
I
mean,
just followed asleep over here.
I am not falling asleep.
Snore,
That's not
snore.
true. Um, See, like again, I would put the onus on the guys though. Like if women are afraid of a negative repercussion, then why are they afraid of a negative repercussion? Like what have we done as guys to make that fear even a fear to begin with?
I get that. Big, big bubble butt.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
You can make your own choices. And so I don't know how to say this in the way I want it to say, but I'm going to spit it out and clean it up. Um, as someone who has been sexually abused and assaulted, um, I get it. I get that it's hard to say no. I get that it's hard to set boundaries, but I struggle with it. But I want to use my experiences as a platform to empower other women to set boundaries. And not just sexually, but setting boundaries is a part of any any healthy relationship. It's a part of life. You can't, even from a very young age, your parents are not going to say yes to you all the time. No, you cannot have ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You cannot jump off the roof onto the trampoline. Whatever it may be, setting boundaries is love. You can't say that you love someone if you are not going to protect them, if you don't want what's best for them. And sometimes no is what's best. And that goes along with you cannot love yourself or you sow seeds of self doubt when you can't say no for you. And we talked about in Guys Suck that um, women, I said, I feel that women have a lot on their shoulders and are expected to be responsible. But part of that is feeling like you have to keep up with everyone else and do everything. It's okay to say no and not have a reason. And that's something that I have not achieved yet. But be it volunteering with your children, your family, your boyfriend, friends, saying, no, I really don't want to go out tonight because I need some me time. And you don't that because is none of their business. You can say, no, I'm not going to go out tonight. Um, I think women suck because we're afraid to be ourselves. And
Hmm.
this might just be my opinion, but when you want to do something, you want to say something, but you don't because, oh, that's not ladylike. That's not how we were brought up. That's not how we were taught to be. If a guy is openly horny, that's fine. If a girl is openly, oh my goodness, I just like, I see your gears turning. Go
I
ahead.
have gears turning. Let finish your thought, but I have a question afterwards.
I'm just saying that stereotypically, there are a lot of things that are acceptable if a man does them and not if a woman does them. And women have learned to suppress their personalities and attitudes and feelings because that is not what you should be. And in doing so, we try to turn ourselves into robot humans that are doing everything that we, quote, should do, but We are not our true selves. We lie to people, we confuse people, and then men are at a breaking point of, why is she playing these mind games? I don't understand. You can call my bluff.
No, because I wouldn't. I can neither confirm nor deny. There is truth in what you say. Like, I feel like there is a fear to be 100% genuine.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, that doesn't then go, well, because of this, then therefore girls suck. For me, that's, well, this is a thing and it shows how broken our society is, and we need to, like, for me, that would be more along the lines of people suck, society sucks, and not like girls suck. Like, I don't want to put the onus on the fear of being genuine and authentic on them.
But is that not your responsibility as a person? Like, whoever you are, wherever you come from, you choose what you share with people. You choose, you can be fake, you can be authentic, you can share your story or not share your story, but that is your choice. So you can't put that on anyone else because it's your decision. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like, yes, in that we all have to be accountable for our own actions, be accountable for our own decisions, like not play the blame game kind of a thing. Be like, you made me this way. It's like, well, like, yes, what like person X, Y, or Z did was wrong and it negatively affected you, but we can still choose to do better. Um, I don't want to, because I would say the same for guys. If like if we were afraid to be authentic because of a fear of something, I wouldn't be like, well, then therefore you suck. It's more of like I would have more compassion for the fact that they have fear in that area and be like, how can we grow and overcome that fear? Versus like you suck is more of like a malicious intent, more of an ignorant intent, more of a you're just a jerk of a person kind of a thing versus this is stemmed from a fear.
Okay. I'm gonna
You fire back. That's
work
okay.
it a little
Yep,
bit.
yep, yep.
I'm gonna mull the Play-Doh around. Um, so I really want to say something, but I feel like people are gonna shoot me for it. You can be a survivor, not a victim, and still be an asshole. Because that's me. um,
You're not an asshole.
I kind of am sometimes. I have been through some very difficult, painful situations in my life, and most of those situations have included men being jerks.
That's putting it nicely.
I'm trying to keep my language a little more mild since I said all the things and guys suck. Men have hurt me and used me, and that sucks. And for a very long time, I was angry and, it's your fault I'm the way I am. If I'm a terrible person, it's because men made me like this, blah, 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 blah. But then I realized that I'm the boss of my actions and my reactions. And I can let people hurt me and then live like they do and continue to hurt other people, and then they win. If I turn into them, a soulless person who just goes around hurting as many people as possible, they win. But if I can rise above and better myself, make make a purpose in the midst of the pain, that not only will that help grow me and heal me as a person, but I can empower and encourage other people to do the same. So, yes, men suck. We've established that. But I feel that I'm not going to blame you. You're not responsible for my problems. Like, you, I have to accept responsibility for who I am and what I do. And if I'm going to catfish a guy or be rude or be holier than thou, like, oh my gosh, you don't deserve to walk on the ground that I spit on. Like, yeah, I don't want to have a power complex, and I don't want to treat people poorly, which goes back to guys suck and everyone needs to be treated with dignity and respect. But I think women have turned it into a game, communication, instead of saying what they want, what they need, and trying to be themselves. They throw little hints out there and, well, you should just know what I want, and make people, especially men, try to guess instead of being straightforward. Like, if I, on average, this is average Joe here, average Connor.
I'm average.
Above average Connor.
Totally
Above
kidding.
average
Totally
Joe.
kidding.
Men tend to be more direct. Like, if you've ever seen women trying to
Depends on the day.
split a bill at a table, it's hilarious because it takes, I'm not downing women, but it takes a lot of freaking brain power and energy to be like, well, you had the salmon, I had the, and it takes 45 minutes to figure out who's paying for what. Whereas a guy will be like, I had a beer and a steak. There's my $25. Like,
$25 for a beer. Oh my goodness.
I'm saying that
I get what you're saying though. Like,
women do suck. I'm trying really hard, and I feel like I'm not saying what I want to say well, but
can I tap in?
yes.
So like maybe that's one of the things that's coming to mind for me that is a frustration. Has more to do with like dating.
Ooh, let's talk about that.
Right. I hate playing games.
Communication.
And I don't think I'm trying to think about this to see if I'm being accurate and truthful. Maybe I'm not, but to the best of my ability, I don't think I have played games with any girl because I don't have time for that. And I don't want to have to play a game to elicit a girl wanting to, for lack of better words, but pursue me or desire something or hope for something or whatever. But I feel like if I actually wanted a relationship, which I do, but like if I feel like I have to play the game and I just refuse to play the game. Like I don't want to make it a mystery if I like you or not. I don't want to um, just I'm gonna be straightforward and honest kind of thing. Like if I like you, I'm gonna like I will just ask you out to coffee. I will just be blunt and honest and be like, yeah, no, like I do like you. Like I want to get to know you, and it never works out. It always backfires and things don't go somewhere. Even there are times where they're like, no, I don't want to play games either, and it's like, great, and I'm honest, and it backfires, and it's just like, no matter what, I feel like I have to play the game, and I just absolutely refuse to.
Does the game include, oh my gosh, he texted me at 2 o'clock, so I can't text him back till 4:15
Yes.
because I don't want to seem desperate. Okay. 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 You right.
Like, if there's one thing I'm going to contribute, it's just I hate playing games.
So, what is your response? What has the female response been when you say, hey, I like you. Want to have coffee? Like when you are blunt, direct, to the point,
It,
there's no way she could miss this. An engraved invitation for a date. Like,
it's more of the after the coffee. Like it's like
okay.
it's like the one that's coming to mind. It was like we hit it off. I like was like not wasting time. Like I don't want to waste time. Like my time's too valuable, and I'm going to also assume and respect that your time is also valuable. So I'm not going to sit and pull this cord and pull that cord and waste weeks, months, years of our time. Like it's like let's just get all that out of the way so that way we are respecting each other's time so that way we can move on if this isn't the thing. Um, and it always comes back to do I want to even if they claimed they were ready for a relationship, it'll backfire and be like, I'm just like I'm not in the same place as you. And it's like, no, like I'm good not going fast, but at the same time, I want to make sure our intentions are clear. And it's like as soon as intentions are clear, it's like freak out, peace out, goodbye kind of a thing. And I'm just like I feel like the game is necessary and I don't like that.
So, I'm trying to formulate my thoughts into words. Um, is it that girls are not looking for a relationship where they're like scared off and freaked out that you're not going to play the game, that you won't bite the bait?
I don't know. Like
All right, let's figure this out.
um
I feel like girls are afraid of nice guys.
mm, um
Like, you're not an asshole. I don't know how to interact with you.
I and I'm gonna get so much pushback from this.
Say it.
The whole like nice guys finish last, I feel like is kind of true. Um, and then I wanted to punch him in the face because they're like, yeah, like I was talking to someone that made that comment. They're like, yeah, but they do finish, and I'm like,
Oh, God. Oh, God.
do I punch you now or later?
Oh,
Like
God.
you're missing the point of that statement. Like, because there's so many times, and again, I'm linking this back to why guys suck, and the standard being so low that the girls feel like there isn't anything else out there. But I look and I'm just like, you're an amazing woman. Like, how the crap are you with that douche? Like, he is a jerk. Like, what are you doing with him? And it's slightly frustrating.
Slightly. If y'all could see the look of hopelessness in Connor's eyes right now. Should be on a movie theater. um, I honestly don't know what to say. Like, I know all humans are broken. But as I I only have my experiences and the experiences of friends and close people to draw on. And I'm gonna say nice guys are intimidating. Um, Also, sometimes if you've been burned a lot or recently, uh, you kind of want to play it like a man and play a little hard to get. um, but the last person who asked me out on a date said, "Hey, I like you. I'm interested in you. Would you want to go out sometime?" And being the headstrong asshole I was at that point in time 5 years ago, I was like, I'm a strong, independent woman and I don't need a man. So, no. And he was like, my bad. I'm sorry. Okay. Um, and then I later found out that in an attempt to build a wall and protect myself from past burnings, um, kindness was scary. I was like, what the heck? He opened the door. Like, you think I'm not capable of opening my own door? Like, I'm ready to throw down because he's trying to be nice because I'm not used to that. I'm not expecting that. I don't know how to react when someone compliments me. Like, I don't know what to do. Um, and go for it. I see.
No, I have a thought, but I'm gonna let you finish because it's on the same lines of what you just said, but it's a like slight tangent. So I want you to finish.
You can go for it.
Go for it.
Oh, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. He wants me to finish first. Anyway, I'm sorry. I had to throw it out there. That's a gentleman, ladies. Anyway, so it's called embracing the awkward for a reason. Awkward turtle. So, I tried to lie to myself for a very long time and be like, I'm strong, I'm independent. I don't need anyone to open my door. I don't need anyone to pick me up. I'll meet you there. I don't need anyone to be kind to me because your kindness obviously means that it's the bait. That's the game. That's you like trying to get me on the hook. And once I'm on the hook, I'm dead. So it took me a long time and it took the right person and actually several people and friends to calm me down and be like, you know what? Maybe instead of being afraid of kindness, you should be afraid or be wary of douchebagginess. like if a guy's a jerk, it's almost second nature. Like, oh, that's just the way guys are. Like people do not bat an eye. Oh, boys will be boys. Oh, he's pulling her hair because he likes her. That's the way boys are. Um, and I think that was definitely ingrained in me. But it took me a minute. It took me like a solid year before I was like, yeah, I can date this person, or I can go on a date with someone and also not trust takes time. And that's true for anybody. But our society is so screwed that nice people are curious, are mischievous, are what you have to have some deep seated awful intention because why else would you be kind to me? And I think that's a problem with humanity, not just men and women. Like everybody under the sun has that problem. Your turn.
So how does that all tie back to girls suck?
Oh, okay. Because I was saying, uh,
because I hear all that and I'm like, yeah, guys suck.
no. But for females, it was my choice. It was my choice to say no to a date. It was like he was trying to be nice. He was straightforward, intentional, kind, sweet guy. And I was like, no. and that was my choice.
Mhm.
And
But you were straightforward.
I can't blame that on the past. Like, it's not Guy's fault that it is no other guy in the world's fault that I was a jerk to that guy. That's on me for saying, no, I'm good with the leftovers. I don't need anything brand new and shiny. I'm just gonna deal with whatever is here. Does that I feel like
You're good.
I'm not making as much sense as I wanted to. What I meant was, you said women suck because men suck.
Mm-hmm.
And I say people suck because they don't accept responsibility and make their own freaking choices. Like, yes, bad things could have happened to you, but you can either say, woe is me, this is really sucky, and I'm in no way making light of pain or trauma or any of that, because I understand that and I've been through it. But at some point, there comes a time when you have to choose to do more with what you were given, to make lemonade out of lemons or whatever you want to say. That's your choice. So if you turn into an assholey woman because a guy was a jerk to you, that's still on you. And that's why I think women suck on their own. Yeah, men suck too, but girls are no better. Okay, your turn to teach.
Again, I still don't have much. The other one that's frustrating, and it started in maybe even middle school, but definitely high school. It's like I would just I'd just try to be nice, but girls would then take that as, oh, I must like them. And then it would lead to a whole bunch of drama because like they thought I liked them, but I was just being nice, and shit hit the fan, and it caused me to withdraw substantially from having relationships with girls in general because I would then be afraid that they would think I like them. Whereas it's just like, no, I'm just trying to be nice and treat you like a human. Um,
Hmm.
and so that's another one where I just like it's a hard line to follow where it's like I want to be nice, but I also don't want to lead them on. And like, how do I do that? Because I'm just trying to be nice. Um, I still got no answer for that one. I just do what I can.
I don't think I have an answer for that one either. um, Sadly.
And that's not a women suck. That's more of just like a what the crap.
Well, but it's partially true that I never thought about it like that. If a guy doesn't suck, if he is nice to you, then you're like, oh, what does that mean? And then you have to go over into over analyzing that. Um,
Again, for me, it goes back to guys suck because if we at
no,
least had more,
no,
it does though.
no.
Because if
I
we had
didn't.
more guys that were trying to just be nice, then girls wouldn't have to second guess why is this guy being nice to me. It would just be like, well, that's just the standard. Of course, this guy's being nice to me because that's how humans treat each other. So again, I put the onus on the guys for sucking.
I really need a strong girl suck point. If anyone has any ideas, please. We'll bring it up again next time. I feel like it's the communication issue, and that's a problem in the quote dating game that no one wants to say what they want. Like people are not straightforward enough to say, "Hey, I'm looking for a relationship. Hey, I'm looking for a hookup, buddy. Hey, I'm looking like just say what you want because but along with that, like you said, when you say what you want, if you make your intentions perfectly clear, hey, yeah, I am looking for a serious relationship, then no one knows how to react to that. So how do we fix society to to be like, hey, kindness is not evil, come back. Like I don't oh, I don't even know. I don't know how that works. Even to this day, if a girlfriend is like, "Oh my gosh, that's your earrings are so cute, your outfit, your hair, your whatever," that's fine. If a guy compliments me to this day, even if it's my boyfriend, I don't know what to say. I can look anywhere but at your face. How's the weather? Because I
Who's
can't
the weather?
handle it. I don't. It makes me uncomfortable when a male says something about my physical appearance. And
What about if they compliment your character or something you did action wise? Like, hey, like it was really cool that you stood up for so and so. Like,
that would be more tolerable.
okay.
That would be more
Which
tolerable.
like that again, sorry, but guys suck because why is it that 90% of the time when we do compliment a woman, it's about her looks? Like, I wish we could change that and be like actually compliment a woman's character and things that she has done versus just wow that like you look good in that dress or wow those like earrings are awesome or your hair looks amazing like all those yes good but what let's emphasize the things that actually
I know why women suck. So,
matter.
um, you just served it to me on a silver platter. So, um, complimenting physical appearance, women tear each other down so quickly because it's a free for all out there, and everyone wants to win, and everyone wants to be the prettiest, and everyone wants to be the whateverist. Uh, and kind of like we said, like there's not a camaraderie of accountability among guys. I would say neither. That's also not there for women. That you might say women are two faced. That's it. That's why we suck. Because you can say, "Oh my god, girl, you look so good." Oh my gosh, I'd kill myself if I looked like that in that dress. Like people, we're not genuine. Women are not genuine because they're not themselves. They, or maybe that is us, and we're just really screwed up. Dun, dun, dun. So to be able to straighten another queen's tiara without knocking it off her head, like that is that's the challenge as a woman today because everyone wants to be the best. And with all of the advertisements and everything that we have to compare ourselves to, and then men of all shapes, sizes, and colors judging our physical appearances, um, it's hard. It's hard to get out of bed and go to the grocery store and be like, okay, I got to put on makeup. I should wear this. I might run into my ex. Someone I know might see me. Like, I need to look worthy. And women are so insecure and busy trying to create their own worth with their appearance that we do not have the time of day to be bothered with someone else who is just as insecure as we are. So we tear each other down, usually behind each other's backs, and that's why we suck. Yes! I did it! I did it! Okay. Yep, give it to me. I see the gears going.
Yeah.
But don't you say it's because of men.
It's because of society?
Yes.
Like,
It's a competition.
Hmm.
Who's the prettiest? Who's the strongest? Who's the skinniest? Who's the Kardashianist? Whatever.
don't have the Kardashians be your what like your ranking system or like the this is who I want to be like holy crap from at least my perspective. Please don't be like that.
To each their own. You do
This
you,
is fair. This
boo-boo.
is fair.
But everyone has their own Kardashian. Whether it's your next door neighbor or your sister or your best friend or that girl you just hate because she's better, she's everything you want to be. Women do not support each other as much as we should. There is no greater downfall for feminism than women fucking each other up. Like tearing each other down, not caring about each other, trying to see who wins and who comes out on top.
Do you really feel like that's what happens most of the time?
I do.
Really?
So let me say,
Mm-hmm.
I have been that girl, and there's a reason I don't have very many girlfriends because I also hate mind games, and I can't handle it. Like, you either want to hang out or you don't. You either I am more direct in many ways than most females. And when I have big feelings, surprise, big emotions. So when I put everything into a friendship or relationship, and that's why I don't like a lot of girls because I feel like they're trying to change me. One of my last close-ish friends that I had, and I haven't spoken to in many years, I was her doll. She was like 5'11", beautiful Indian woman. And every time I was with her, it was all about, oh, try this dress on. Let's try fake out. Let's make you up. Let's make you over. I was never good enough the way that I was. And that's why I tend to gravitate more to male friends than women because Connor doesn't care if I'm wearing sweatpants. Like, he doesn't care I mean, maybe if I shower occasionally, but like, if I'm not wearing full face makeup, if I'm not all dressed up, it's ironic because I just said guys are very judgmental, but I feel like for the most part, guy friends do not care what I look like. And so I find myself more so like, oh my gosh, I want to go meet the girls. I change my outfit 7 times because I want to be perfect. I want to be as good as they are. And there's not much support in that. Maybe it's just the wrong girls and you just got to find your crowd. But women are evil, backstabbing, two-faced.
How do you really feel?
We're strong and independent too. But also, like,
we'll have to have another. Like we're already at like 44 minutes. No, you're fine.
Have we solved anything?
No. I would wager or say we will have to do another episode of this because I am yet to be convinced that women suck.
You don't believe that we're two-faced? Have I never been two-faced to you? Like, said one thing and done another thing behind your back? I mean, I hope I haven't backstabbed you, but like, maybe.
I can't think of it. Like, have we had tough parts within our friendship? Like, yeah, that's what friendship is. It's two broken humans trying to figure out life. Like, there's like we're always going to cause like friction, and but we've gotten through stuff like that. I don't feel like I've ever been stabbed.
That's good.
Uh-huh. So thank you for that. I guess I'm just biased. Like I like are women broken? Yes, because everyone's broken in some way or another. But I I just think guys suck so much more. I think women in general overall have their act together. Again, are they perfect? No. But I think in general, it's the men that need to raise the bar more so than the women.
Okay.
We'll do a 2.0 to this, and feel free to come back with oodles of whatever to just to make me be like, okay, yeah, you're right, women suck. But as of right now, I'm like, yes, there are tough things, but I can't, I still can't say women suck. I can absolutely say guys suck. But for women, I'm like, yeah, they're not perfect, but I can't say they suck. Sorry.
Women are, I think women are fake. And guys will normally call it like they see it. But women will twist it and turn it and stab you in the back, but tell you you look cute. And that's why I think women suck. But Connor's gonna stick with men suck more than women. But that's not what this is about. It's not about it's not a contest.
It's not what? Oh.
Okay. We are done.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. We might, because we're making good time with these podcasts for the month of August. So maybe we'll have a bonus episode this month. Stay tuned. Until then, thanks for listening, and definitely keep embracing the awkward.
Bye.